the deal. We're live streaming. This is Weeding Out the Stone, the game show of sobriety tests. And you can play along. If you go to menti.com, you can watch from your TV or your computer. But if you go to menti.com on your phone, you can use your phone to play along. Vote for who you think the highest is. Give us these guys prompts of sobriety tests. I've got a ton of sobriety test games, and all these people have smoked weed but one. All of them. It's incredible how that works in a smoking circle. And, yeah, we're doing a live stream of the game show of sobriety tests, Weeding Out the Stone. And in order to... show you guys how we play Weeding Out the Stone with this play-along live stream quality. You can jump on your phone. If you've gone to menti.com, you plug in the code 3167646, and then you can just right now, just tell me who the greatest stoner of all time is. Mike, do you have an opinion on this? You got that, Mike?
The greatest stoner of all time?
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think the greatest stoner of all time is probably Seth Rogen.
Sure, I have him up here. Great. I got Rodney Dangerfield, Barack Obama, Sarah Silverman, others. Pass it to Steve. Steve, who do you think the greatest stoner of all time is?
It's Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson. I didn't put him up. Great one.
Absolutely the best.
Arielle, who do you think? You got one?
I feel like Cat Williams.
Hell
really
yeah.
Stoned a lot.
I should have put him up here. I put up Towley, and he's got 100% of the vote so far. Priya, who do you think is the greatest stoner of all time?
I'm going to say Rihanna.
Rihanna. Great
Yeah.
one. I love it. She was supposed to have one of the first cannabis lines out there. I don't know if it happened. That's so dope. Smoke a blunt with her baby. Who doesn't want to do that? Number one with a bullet. Jordan, who do you think the greatest stoner of all time is?
I'm going to say the mixed martial arts fighter Nick Diaz.
Nick Diaz? Man, out of nowhere. Here's what we got. 100% of the vote went to Towley. I also put up Rodney Dangerfield, Barack Obama, Sarah Silverman, Tommy Chung, Cheech Marin, Dave Chappelle, and Seth Rogen. So there you go. Seth got one vote from these guys. But, yeah, that's how you do it. You play along with your phone. You can vote from your phone. You guys you could have done it, as well. Feel free. Yeah, you got to submit. This is why we do these practice games with the interaction, That's how it goes. Sarah Silverman at Lover, Tommy Chung, fantastic. See, this is how this goes. We're doing these practice games so we can see this go up. Yeah, Towley. Who doesn't vote for Towley? That's what I think. So we've got another one. Let's see if you guys, how you feel about this one. I'll ask your opinion as well. We're just practicing, but rank these stoner movies. So you can rank them, first to sixth. The movies are, that I put up here, Reefer Madness, The Big Lebowski, Super Jaime, Up in Smoke, Pineapple Express, or Love Actually. I don't know. This is kind of the Weeding Out the Stoned of movies, I guess. But I don't know. I thought somebody might put it up there. Technically, Reefer Madness is also not exactly the most pro-weed movie I've ever seen in my life. Mike, is there another one? Big Lebowski got the first vote.
I think Super Jaime's the perfect one.
Super Jaime is
You learn
great.
so much about weed.
Fantastic. A documentary. Big Lebowski's got the most votes so far. Steve, what do you think is a great stoner movie?
Off the list or off my brain?
Either one.
It's got to be Fear and Loathing.
Fear and Loathing. Yeah, great one. They barely smoke weed, but great. They do everything else but weed. No, I think they have a pound of grass. Arielle, do you have an opinion on, what do you think is one of the best stoner movies of all time?
I don't watch a lot of movies, but I really did enjoy Pineapple Express.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
Super fun. Love it. And Priya, do you have an opinion on this? What rank a stoner movie? Favorite stoner movie?
I mean, I'm really surprised it's not on the list, but Half Baked?
Half Baked, a great one.
You were probably baked and
I was. They only let you do 6. And I wanted that Love Actually in there for some reason. Jordan, you got an opinion?
Oh, I like Big Lebowski, so I'll say my favorite stoner movie character of all time is Brad Pitt from True Romance.
Oh, interesting. I was looking for Nick Diaz. Would have been good. No, great job, guys. So that's how, thank you guys so much. That's how this interactive works. You go to menti.com, MENTI. You plug in the code 3167646, just like that Jackbox that's going around. Jackass is a whole other thing. But Jackbox, Jack in the Box. This is how this goes. All these guys are high. I'll be honest, I'm a little high too. But we're going to get into this game show of sobriety tests. I've got a bunch of wacky games. Here's the deal. Every player tonight has smoked cannabis except for one. One of them is sober. After each game, we're going to vote off someone we believe is high. The highest person on stage, we're going to vote off and we're going to try and leave the sober person left at the end. We want the only sober person left at the very end of the show. That's how we win. Those are the rules of the game show. This is Weeding Out the Stone. We're going to do another practice game just so you guys aren't, eliminated. This is a quick game, and we won't be eliminating anyone after this game, just as another practice game. But let's meet our players again. Why don't you pass that to Arielle? Arielle Isaac Norman, how you doing? I know we already said hi, but welcome to the show.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm really jet lagged right now, but otherwise feeling good.
Yeah, where were you? Why are you jet lagged?
I was at Skankfest in Las Vegas for the last 4 nights. Yeah.
So fucking cool. You don't have to tell us if there was any weed there. Vegas, Skankfest, but
Yeah, there were lots of drugs.
sounds fucking awesome. Well, thanks again for being here. Priya, how's your day? How's your week going?
Pretty good. I'm a little bit jet lagged too.
Oh, yeah?
Because I came from Queens.
Yeah, that is very long. I know. Basically, same Vegas, Queens, basically the same distance to Jersey City. Here at SIP Studios. Good call. Jordan, how you doing? How you feeling this week? Yeah.
Thanks for having me, Alex.
Sure thing.
It's good. It's good.
Oh, sorry. I am supposed to go in a certain order. Well, yeah, Priya, Jordan, thank you guys. Let's go back to Mike. Mike, how's your week been going?
Pretty good, man. Not bad.
All right, yeah, that's awesome. Well, how you feeling? You feel confident about this game show?
I do. I feel very confident right now.
That's what I want to ask you.
Really excited.
What do you got? A strategy?
Just be myself. That's pretty much it. Just be myself.
That's always successful, for sure. The only way to live your life. And our final player, Steve. I want to get everyone's photo up here so they know who they're voting off in the end. Steve, how you doing? How you feeling?
I'm really good. Feeling excellent. Body's feeling real nice. Mind is fresh.
Hell yeah, that's good. That sounds like a little bit of a strategy in general. You're already playing. Do you have some strategy and are you confident it's going to work?
I just have to be better than 4 people, so it's not that hard.
All right. Yeah, there were more options in my rank stoner movies thing. Okay, for sure. Well, those are our players. And yeah, like I said, let's get into this practice game. Our first game, it's a simple game. It's called Fast Fact. I just want each of our players to state one fact that everyone knows to be true. Even this can be difficult for a stoner, all right? That's how this game works. Steve, you've got the mic, so why don't we begin with you? This is Fast Fact. Just state one fact everyone knows to be true, and we're going to see if you can even tell the truth when it's that simple.
Chickens are the closest things to dinosaurs that we have on this planet.
I'm going to say that's true, although difficult. You're very specific. Chickens and dinosaurs, they're basically next to each other, for sure. Mike, this is Fast Fact. One fact.
The first TV commercial, aired during a boxing match.
Whoa. It sounds true. That's good.
Yeah.
I love that everyone knows to be true to be so off the rails. But great answer. Jordan, this is Fast Fact.
9/11 happened in 2001.
Correct. Everyone knows that to be true. Although people do question it. Priya, this is Fast Fact.
The Earth revolves around the sun.
Now that is definitely true. All right.
I don't know if it's flat around, but it revolves around the sun.
Great answer. And Arielle, this is Fast Fact. Just state one true fact.
Epstein didn't kill himself.
Bam! Very true. That's more true than revolving around the sun, as far as I'm concerned. So that was Fast Fact. That was our practice game. We're not going to eliminate anybody just yet. We're going to start getting into the meat of this, and then we will be eliminating somebody. Our next game is a classic. It's 30-second explanation. We all know that stoners, they tend to tangent. They go off the rails when they're trying to stay on track. I'm going to give each of our players an explain this prompt. They have exactly 30 seconds to explain that prompt. No more, no less. I'll tell you when your time is up. If you finish the question in 20 seconds and you're clearly done, I'll tell you you have 10 seconds left, and it'll be awkward, and we'll know that you're clearly baked. So that's how this game works. 30-second explanation for 30 seconds. Just explain the prompt I give you. Do you guys understand? I think so. Arielle, you've got the mic? Or sure, either way.
I have it, yes.
Awesome. Yeah, feeling good?
Yeah.
All right, Arielle, for 30 seconds exactly, explain your high school experience.
My high school experience? Okay. I was a shy Mormon kid, and I was in band. I started out playing the oboe, but you couldn't march, and so then I became a drummer and ultimately became a drumline captain, which sounds really cool, except the only reason that happened is because there was a new high school where all the talented kids went. So I was the only one left who was like a senior at all. So I got to be drumline captain, but it did make me cool. And yeah, basically I came out as gay as a senior in high school and then became friends with all the gay kids.
Time. Great answer. That was a coherent answer about your high school experience. That was very on track. I love it.
That's all you need to know.
That's very informative. Great stuff. Priya. Oh God, you say? Yeah, are you nervous? Priya, are you ready to play this game?
Yes, I am.
All right, 30-second explanation. For 30 seconds exactly, explain what a chameleon is.
Oh, goddamn, I wanted the high school one. It's a lizard. I believe chameleons are they amphibians? Yes, lizards are amphibians, right? Because they go in the water and also on the land. Animorphs. And they also, they change colors according to whatever surface they are on. They're able to adapt to it because they're low bitches that can't defend themselves otherwise. We're okay, yep.
Ed time. Okay, great. Great job. I think you nailed it. Learned something about amphibious creatures for
Animorphs.
sure.
Animorphs.
Animorphs, for sure. Great stuff. Very coherent. Anyway, Jordan,
Yes.
are you ready to play this game?
I am.
All right, great. Jordan, this is 30-second explanation. For 30 seconds, explain where the best place to get a cheeseburger is.
McDonald's. Yeah, fucking Mickey D's. I don't know. I'm just a regular working man. I need something for $2.50. It's all right. I think my white trash taste buds have really, adapted to specifically liking that. But the best burger I've ever had is Burgers Never Say Die in Los Angeles. Good, $7 simple burger that McDonald's used to have, probably. So, yeah.
And time. All right. Ooh, well timed as well. Burgers Never Say Die. Is that what that was? I prefer McDonald's. No, great stuff. The best cheeseburger. McDonald's off the bat. Mike, are you ready to play this game?
I'm ready.
All right. This is 30-second explanation. For 30 seconds, explain the best way to help a stranger.
The best way to help a stranger, if you don't want to come on too strong, because sometimes people get creeped out because they're a stranger, they don't know you, just give somebody a smile when you're walking down the street. When you're walking down the street, you guys look at each other, just crack a little smile, because that's the best way to make them smile. Maybe they need a smile. Maybe they've had a bad day. And I know that when I'm having a bad day, if I'm walking down the street, someone smiles at me, I smile back, and it makes me a little happy because they're smiling at me. They care, it seems like, because they took the time out of their busy day to crack a smile.
And time. Okay, what? But great. Great stuff. Help crack a smile. Help a stranger. Sounds like a bumper sticker. Steve, are you ready to play this game?
Absolutely.
All right. This is 30-second explanation. For 30 seconds, explain who the greatest film director of all time is. Go.
I mean, if you want to go as far as film directors, right, you got to go into all the great ones. I'm a big movie guy myself, so I'm gonna go with Hal Needham. Yeah, you familiar with Smokey and the Bandit? Cult classic, Rad. Basically anything Burt Reynolds was in the late 70s and 80s, he directed it. Hooper is a great movie that Hal Needham was in, directed rather.
Time. Okay, great. Hal Needham? Man, I never heard of that guy, and I've seen one of those movies. Rad. Rad sounds pretty rad, though. Great job, guys. Thank you guys so much for playing that game. But guess what? We are going to eliminate one person we think is the highest out there. So jump on your phone and vote for who you think sounds the highest. We've seen a few games. We've seen them interact during our ranking of movies and such like that. We saw Fast Fact. Steve Pocaro got one with a bullet. He did get a lot of giggles and chuckles in there somehow. It was basically like film director. Steve, you've got the mic and you've got the most votes. Defend yourself. You're getting the most votes out here.
First of all, the fact that you guys don't know who Hal Needleman is disgusting. It's fucking like, who do you think that you are that you don't think that the guy that made Smokey and the Bandit is the greatest film director ever? You think you're better than me? You think I'm high because I like Americana? I don't think that makes me high.
This is getting aggressive. But pass that to Jordan. He's got 3 votes as well. He's got as many votes as you. So
I mean, look at me. I'm a degenerate. It's like before even I talk, I look the highest, you know? I don't blame him. I don't blame you guys. I don't blame you for thinking that.
But okay, I think I'm asking you to defend yourself
Oh.
and stay. You know, if you want to stay in the game, you're
I
pretty
am
much
not
asking
high.
for votes.
I am not high. I would never do weed or any of that. I'm not high.
Okay, interesting. Well, you got a 4th vote
feel
there.
like making the whole tone really weird.
Definitely, you vote up. I think up to 3 times. Oh my God, you got a second.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, you're
Oh,
at
yeah.
5 votes already.
Hey, I'm not high.
I don't know.
I am not.
Yeah, that was an odd. You were dying for a cheeseburger, getting the munchies just off a question. Jordan, you have the most votes. I think you are
Taking the mic with me. I'm
Well,
taking the mic,
no,
and
you're
I'm
putting-
tearing
you
this
got-
fucking studio apart.
Yeah.
I'm tearing this fucking. All right. Okay. Thank you.
Jordan,
Thank you.
everybody.
Thank you for having me. Thank
Give
you
it up for
having me.
Jordan, guys. Take a sticker. I know you did. But great. Yeah, Jordan, thank you. Yeah, feel free to chill out. Yeah. Take the stool if you need. Oh, you might want to jump into the crowd there. Yeah. I see. I'm getting the feeling that they weren't wrong. Is where I feel like. Jordan, thank you so much. We love you to death. Yeah, remember, you can vote along at home if you go to menti.com, plug in the code 3167646, and we're going to move on to our next game. This is an interactive game. Feel free to continue to play along, you know. This is Mararanga. The audience is going to give you questions, and all you have to do is get the answer wrong. Preferably, these questions would be questions about drug culture, things like, who are Cheech and Chong? Because we want to see you prove that you know nothing about drug culture. But in general, we're looking for wrong answers. That's how this game works. It's wrong answers only. It's Mararanga. But these guys are going to give you prompts, so feel free to type in a direct question, and I'll give it to one of these players, and all they have to do is get the question wrong. That's how we know they're paying attention to the rules right now. I'll tell them if it's incorrect, and that's great. This is Mararanga. If somehow they say the correct answer, then we know that they're definitely great. Fantastic. We know that they're definitely stoned. So here's our first question. Who's got the microphone? Priya, here's the first question. Wrong answers only. This is Mararanga. What was the name of your first bong?
Well,
Prove that you're sober by answering this
I
wrong.
didn't name my first bong. I didn't, but I think like the first bong I ever smoked out of was like, you know how like people used to like make a bong out of like a plastic bottle? So I think my first bong's name was Poland Spring.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I'm going to say that's wrong. But great job. Great answer. Let's see that next. Let me see how Oh, man. I don't know how to move to a different question in this game. That might be the only one. Does anyone have a other first bong name? That would be wrong, I guess. Or I could change this game if I'm having trouble. Oh, here's a question. All right. Arielle, this question's for you. But the question is Priya single and ready to marrow wingle?
No, she's not single. She has 2 girlfriends and 1 boyfriend.
Hell yeah.
She is dating. She's not dating, but she is maybe ready to mingle, but you're competing for her attention with 2 chicks and a dude. So.
There's no way that's all correct. Great job. Steve, quick question. This is Mararanga. How old are you?
I am 22 years old.
Incorrect. Mike, who let the dogs out?
The cats. The cats let the dogs out.
I think it was the Baja Man. Priya, if you're in a competition by yourself, do you come in first or last?
I'm my biggest critic, so I come in last.
Yeah. All right. Arielle, yeah, is that a lie? I know. It's up to them. This is
reverse psychology.
deceptive. Arielle, so she's definitely single then? I swear it's the next question.
Again, dating. You don't have to be. You don't have to be single to be dating. This is where people get tripped up. Like if a comic on stage is like clap if you're single, a lot of times I know they're asking clap if you're dating, and so even if I'm not single, I'm still gonna clap. Do you know what I mean? People should ask what they're really asking. Just remember that some of us have multiple girlfriends. So.
Great answer. I love it. But close to correct. Basically, Steve, when was weed invented?
1994.
1994. Incorrect.
No.
And Mike, I'll just give you one. Right? I think that's. Oh, I think we do have one left. Who won the last NASCAR race?
I think it was. Oh man, what's that guy's name? George Clooney.
Clooney. Incorrect.
Was it Clooney.
And Priya, I think we got one more. Which comics have the clap? You got an opinion on it? We're looking for any wrong answer is accepted.
Not like comics I know, right?
Incorrect. Fantastic. And Arielle, I don't know why you get these ones. How do you cure impotence?
How do you cure impotence? Go gay.
Great
know?
job.
Try it out. That could work. So I don't know if that was the wrong answer or not.
That sounds good. It could work. Great stuff, guys. I think we did learn. Remember, we're just trying to figure out who's high and who's not. These questions don't have to be wrong or right necessarily. Just vote for who you think is the highest. Again, you guys are welcome to vote for who you think is the highest. We've eliminated Jordan, but we have heard just now in this last game from Arielle, Steve, Mike, and Priya. Who do you think sounded the highest up here? Oh, my God. Everybody but Priya got votes. Mike, you should defend yourself. You're getting the most votes. Press that mic up.
I don't know why. I was given the wrong answers. That was the point of the game, right?
Right,
You
so
have to
defend
give
yourself.
the wrong answer, so I don't know what the problem is. I mean, you gave me the rules. I followed the rules. I feel like I'm very well spoken. I feel like if I was high, I would be very like slurring. I feel like I'd be acting like an idiot up here. I feel like I took my glasses off purposely so you could see that my eyes are not half closed from marijuana. It's called.
Yeah, let's call
Yeah.
that.
I mean, what the fuck?
Well,
Oh man, I'm getting more.
you got more, but you did get. But Arielle and Steve did also get one more vote.
Oh, all right. Well, maybe it's more people who want to come in and see that that I'm not high and I'm in fact very sober.
It doesn't
You
seem
could-
like that's what they think.
It doesn't. You zoom in on my eyes and see.
Give it a shot. I
Pretty
don't know.
pretty good.
They might be.
Who else has to defend themselves besides me? I think it's because I have red hair. I don't think it has anything to do
we haven't
with
heard
the
from
fucking-
Arielle yet. Arielle, you've got
Here
a
you
few
go,
votes.
Arielle.
Do you want to defend yourself real fast?
I just think I'm obviously sober, so I don't see what the issue is. I'm just kind of yammering on about stuff. Like all these other people are wacky, but I'm just like talking like a normal person. So
That's how you defend yourself. I love it. And guess what, Mike? You still have the most votes. So, Mike, I think you are eliminated. But give it up for Mike, everybody. Thank you for being here, Mike. Great stuff. Take a sticker. Take some stickers. Yeah, do your thing. Oh, sure. Take some stuff. You know how it goes. Thanks so much. We still have 3 players in here, and we've got Priya, Steve, and Arielle. You can play along still by going to menti.com on your phone using the code 3167646 here on Weeding Out the Stoned. We've got another interactive game. It's called Fantastrain. You guys are just going to give us some fake cannabis strains, and these guys are going to tell us why you should avoid that strain. You pick a strain and tell us why to avoid it. Why is that strain so much more dangerous than any of the other strains or any strains out there? Give us like a bad Leafly review, essentially, for that strain. Why is that a bad strain? So you can throw. This will be a big word cloud. If you guys throw 3 fake strains, you can submit up to 3 fake strains into this Fantastrain game. So that's how this is going to work. These are fake strains, and you guys will just tell us why one is particularly dangerous or how it's dangerous, all right? So just tell us why that strain is bad. Remember, go to menti.com, MENTI, and use the code 3167646 to play along. We've got a couple up here. We've got a few, but I think there's more coming in. these tech things, they come in. Okay, we're getting a few. So, yeah, we there's 3 of you. So, yeah, here's a few I'll say, but you can look at the screen and pick one. We've got Mario Kart OG Kush. We've got Racism Strain. Bacteria. Fart Haze seems to always be popular on this show. Sonic. Dank. Queef. But it's up to you guys. Feel free to pick a strain. Tell us why that strain sounds the most dangerous, why people should avoid it. Arielle, you look like you got one.
Well, racism strain. That sounds fun. I mean, yeah, sure, for sure, dangerous. I feel like it's like you have every racist thought, but you're not saying that you agree with it just because you have the thought, but it's just like all of the racist thoughts come to your mind, and then, you do with them what you want. And, maybe you can do some good in the world because you've had that racist thought and you can just spell it or something. But you just, it's not your fault. You're just having the thoughts that the culture has put around, Anyway, that's what I think racism strain is.
Racism strain sounds dangerous, but maybe cathartic in its way. That's what I'm hearing. Great answer. Pass it to Steve. Steve, pick a strain. Tell us why people should avoid it, why it's dangerous.
You should definitely avoid syndrome. Because nothing that is a syndrome is good. It's a very simple answer. There is Munchausen syndrome. That's really bad. That's when your mom fucks you up. I know that post-traumatic stress disorder isn't a syndrome, but it is a syndrome. That's really bad. You shouldn't have that if you can avoid it. It's just survivor's syndrome. When everybody else gets out, or you're the only one that gets out, that's really bad. It's
Great.
Terrible.
Syndrome sounds bad. Yeah, Napoleon Downs.
Yeah.
None
Downs.
of
We're
these
not-
are good. None of them are good. Stay away from that syndrome strain. Priya, pick one of these strains. Tell us why it's dangerous.
All right, COVID Kush. COVID Kush was grown by people who all had COVID but didn't know it yet because it was just the very beginning of the days of the virus. You remember those confusing ass days? Yeah, so everybody that was growing it in the grow house had COVID. So they're breathing on the plants. The COVID is in the plants, and you will definitely die from it.
Damn, COVID in the plants by the people that were growing. God, yeah, the Wuhan COVID
damn,
Kush.
that was-
Terrifying. Well, great stuff. Yeah, some of these were very funny. Yeah, that was great, guys. Sty High I love because fuck that high school.
I went there.
Huh?
I went there.
Oh, you did? Oh, man. Well, I don't know. That's amazing. Tell us more about it. I'm surprised you didn't pick it.
I was really confused as to why I was there. I was like, where the fuck did that come from?
That's hilarious. Well, again, we've got 3 players left, and then we'll move on to our final game. Who do you think is the highest up here? Vote for who you think is definitely the most stoned. Steve is getting votes. Priya is getting votes. But, yeah, Steve, I feel like you're defending yourself often, but you've got the most votes. Why should people believe that you're the sober person? Priya, pass Steve that mic if you don't mind.
Do I not know enough syndromes to make myself look sober? Is that what the problem is here? I don't know. How many syndromes can you at home in the studio audience name? How many do you know? I picked a dumb thing to say. I don't know I'm really bad at words. I don't know. I'm not making myself look better.
That is probably true, and you're only getting more votes, man. I hate to tell you. Yeah. Priya, you've got a few votes, though. Why don't you defend yourself before we, eliminate somebody?
Okay, I know that COVID Kush rant made me sound really high, but I promise I'm not high. I'm just like this. This is just my natural baseline state. I can experience childlike wonder at all times. Yeah.
Fantastic.
I'm just like this. Yeah.
I got you. And people seem to believe you a little more than Steve, at least. Steve, I think you've got the most votes. I think you are eliminated. Here's a sticker of you, for your trouble. Thanks so much for being here, man. Give it up for Steve. Hell yeah. Great stuff, guys. And we're going to move on to our final game. Our final players, Priya and Arielle. Fantastic stuff. Here's the deal. The last game is the CBAs. It's a classic game. It is, I'm going to have each of you guys recite the alphabet backwards. It's based on a real sobriety test, right? People tend to go on all sorts of tangents this game, but I will also be timing you. So it's going to be difficult. Just try and get through it as best you can. You're only competing against one other person at this point, so don't feel too crazy. But we will be looking at accuracy, and people have entire nervous breakdowns during this game. All right, so because remember, at least one of them is high. So that's how this game works on Weeding Out the Stone. So do either of you want to go first? All right, Arielle, great stuff. So I'll start your time whenever you begin, whenever you're ready.
Okay. Z, Y, X, W, V, U, T, S, R, Q, P, O, N, M, L, K, I, H, G, F, E, D, C, B, A.
Time, Arielle. Wow, fantastic job.
I can't do that.
I know. That was incredible. You did a great job. 27 seconds. I will say, I believe you missed the letter J. But that could be a trick to get people to think that you're sober. I think. That's incredible. No, that was a great job, Arielle. Fantastic stuff. 27 seconds. Great job. Priya,
Okay.
27's the score to beat.
Oh, okay. Okay. Is it starting like right
Whenever
now?
you begin, I'll start your time.
Okay. Z, Y, X, W, V, U, T, S, R. Okay, we're rocking and rolling. P, Q. We're still going. Okay. O, N, M. I forgot something. L. Okay, cool. J. Can I give up? Has it been 27 seconds?
Pretty much ends when you say the title of the show. Of this game, I mean.
CBAs.
Time. There you go. Priya, great job. 50 seconds. Definitely skipped a few letters. You started right around O. You started to have trouble. Q, yeah. You got into the QPMNO area. You started to have trouble. But great job. That might give people clues as to you being sober or stoned. You never know how they're gonna think you guys did. 50 seconds. Great job. So that means that Priya got 50 seconds. Arielle did it in 27 seconds. I'd say Arielle was more accurate, but she did forget J. But it's up to all of you guys out there. So this is your last chance to both defend yourself. Priya, you want to defend yourself as people start voting for which one of you guys they think is high?
Once again, guys, I'm not high. I'm just like this. This is just how I am.
Arielle?
Yeah, I don't feel like that's a fair game for anyone because do I go to prison for missing J if this happens in the real world? That's bullshit. Anyway, but obviously I'm sober enough to have done pretty well. So.
Yeah, great job. Well, Priya, you are getting the most votes right away. And by most, I mean 100% so far, But yeah, but never mind. Arielle definitely is on the board. But, it's up to these guys at home. Priya, you do have the most votes. Do you want to keep defending yourself? Yeah.
Why would I get high before a show? How would I have made it from Queens to New Jersey high? Like, that doesn't even make sense.
I don't know. It can't be done. And now it's tied.
Oh, shit.
So, I mean, it is tricky. We could end up doing a final game or have these guys cheer whatever they think. But we're looking for one more. I don't know. I mean, Priya, you were leading at first. I think some people did throw Arielle some votes. It is tied up. We'll see if anyone. These guys have defended themselves, I think, pretty well. So it is tough between the two of you. I mean, we got one more game. All right. Yeah, here, I've got a quick game without, here, I'm going to take this off. Here's a quick game. We'll see who gets the most. All right, so here's this game. You're going to go, I call it Name Your Buds, and all you're going to do is name one by one, back and forth, taking turns, name the people that have been on this show today. All right? That's all you have to do. And before you start, it's every name that's been, said theoretically can count, but really we're looking for the people that were on stage on the show tonight, and that's what we're going to do. And, I see you guys are cheating real fast. So here's the deal, and anything you say counts as an answer. So, Arielle, why don't you start?
Jordan Leer.
Correct. Are you guys both looking?
Yeah.
I was trying to say them real fast before you guys.
Arielle.
Correct.
Priya Blunts.
Correct.
Mike.
Correct.
Oh, whoops.
Steve.
Correct. All right, there's a trick. Priya, you've got one more.
Alex.
Oh, they tied again. Oh man, this has never happened before on this show. The live
I'm gonna
stream
get a
is
little
new.
meta. The audience.
The audience, they're great. How about this? Any name that was said.
John Needham.
Close, but I know what you're saying. Right. Hal Needham, I believe.
Hal
That is
Needham.
great answer. Priya, you got one?
Towley.
Correct.
Cheech and Chong.
Correct.
Rihanna.
Correct.
I feel like someone said Clint Eastwood.
Incorrect.
Burt Reynolds.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle.
Correct.
Seth Rogen.
Correct. These guys are good.
Obama.
Correct.
Shit.
Incorrect. You got another? I know, right? Yes, you did. I think you're right. Yeah. But, guys, give it up for Priya. I think you are eliminated. But these guys are great. They just went through basically 2 extra games. And give it up for Arielle. She made it to the very end. Fantastic. Arielle, congrats. We'll grab that mic. Yeah. Arielle, you beat out 4 other players here at Sim Studios on Weeding Out the Stone. Tell us what we all want to know. Are you, in fact, sober right now?
No, I'm totally stoned.
What the? How did that happen? What do you think it was?
I get stoned a lot, so it's probably just able to pull it off. Also, are they really voting for who they think is stoned?
You never know.
Or do they just not like the boys that much?
That could happen, too.
I feel like they just like the girls better than they like the boys.
I feel like that
They're like,
could
let's
be.
get rid of them.
I feel like you might be right.
Yeah.
Well, we do need to know who was the sober person. Sober person, where are you? Get back out here real fast so we can reveal who you were. Get on camera. What happened, man? Steve, it was you.
I don't think that people understand the way my brain works. I don't. It's just me.
I guess not. Well, it was something about Hal Needham or whatever. I don't know. No one's seen the movie Rad. It's unfortunate, but we all will. Thank you guys so much for being here. Follow all these guys on the internet. They're all super hilarious. Let's go back to, that first few slides if I can. Oh, yeah, this is not the way to do it, right? But Arielle Isaac Norman, Mike Sicoli, Priya Blunts, Jordan Leer, Steve Pocaro. Great job, guys. Thank you guys for being here on Weeding Out the Stone. You can find us on the internet. We're all over the place, and we're here every Tuesday in October, so we'll be back next week. Definitely tune in. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time. Move along. Show's over.